nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the New Orleans Saints. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch the pass. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Go. Mike 42. Mike 42. Watch the pass. 42's Mike. 42's Mike. He don't know no better. Go. I got him. He's mine.
Second and 1. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
24's the Mike. Get him.
They're going to look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Go now. 60 or. Go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
29 is Mike 29. Pick me up.
Look at me. Go. Back. Leo.
Watch the shit.
Hey, Sam off.
Slam.
Yeah.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there
because
raining.
Warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10 now from the 27. And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Right here.
Who's off horses?
Now a first carry for their fullback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Hey, let go.
29 is Mike 29. You're not ready.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Ready. 8, read. X3. 218, chopper. Hey, seam 6. Now.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 1st down, Joyner. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Mike 29. Tighten up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
I got him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
We go. 10 logo.
In your face.
Hey, orbit.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the run. Check, check.
You're out.
Check, check, check. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Look, squeeze.
Check 49.
Hey.
Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay. Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Don't say nothing. Sponge. No. Shit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Check 37.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Zoo.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a big play there for the Saints. 46 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 20.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Certainly appeared like they had a great chance of that turning into a touchdown, but maybe led him just a bit too much.
Yeah, out of the back of the end zone. And that's tough on a 5-yard pass, but one of that distance, that can be tough to gauge when you're in the back of the end zone. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. 42.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Come on, QB, come on. 36, 36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 8 yards out, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Oh, you got D?
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Man.
Right up.
Throwing on third and long. Lawrence under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Hey, babe.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Check 26, check 26. Check your hot read.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So truck last payment and furniture is done. Okay. Good deal.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Hey, exit.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Come on.
Hey, Charlie.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 9, check 9.
Now.
Check.
Hey, Delta.
Check. 58 for Mike, 58.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Shit.
Fair.
Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Get it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And the Chargers first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Lawrence looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
You go tight. You got tight.
Topper.
Check 99. Check 99.
5.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Yep. Smooth.
Mike 29.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch the curls.
Bravo.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
We play and win. Let's go.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Lawrence throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 29. It's our field.
2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
Mike 29.
Gone.
Joker.
Let go.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
70.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Saints' 5-yard line.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
2nd and 5. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Shoot.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
I'm here all day. Say it.
On 1st down, Joyner. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Joyner. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Bandit. Bandit. Switch. Chance.
Leo.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll run on 1st down. Joyner, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Joyner. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more caught? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
At the 16-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey. Nope.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Mike 29. Hey, alert.
Look, squeeze.
Alert 3. Shoot.
On 2nd down now. Swift. Oh, nice move. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And some space here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Get the ball. Mike's 4-2. Mike's
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check 3. Here we go. Here we go. 24 is the mic. 24.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Chargers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to the air on second down. Lawrence. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey. Buzz.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Ready?
Buzz.
On third down, Lawrence. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Let's go.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
A gain of 15.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
On first down, Joyner. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try the left side. Joyner. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Joyner. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they